My name is Jim Chen. I am the Vice President for Regulatory Affairs at Tesla Motors, and I'm personally honored to meet many of you and would like to meet more of you. I'm also honored to be joined by several special guests at our first supercharger opening in the Commonwealth. First, I'd like to introduce Dawn Lechlichner. She is the Vice President of DDR Shopping Centers. Thank you very much for welcoming us here. Our general contractor, Ruck Holoman, who's here, and thanks to him, we have the superchargers here. Chesterfield Board of Supervisors, Dan Gecker. We also have members of the Governor's Office here, Secretary Doug Domenech. Secretary Jim Chang. Love that name, by the way. We also have representatives from Delegate Chris Pierce's office and the Governor's office as well in the audience. Delegate Jennifer McClellan is going to be here soon if she's not here already. And of course our honored guest and next speaker, Senator Don McEachin. Today's event is a historic occasion as Tesla opens the very first supercharger in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Virginians will now have the ability to supercharge their cars, 200 miles of charge in 30 minutes. And it's free for life. Hey. This supercharger location is vital to our network that we're planning up and down both coasts and across the country. With the opening of this supercharger, and a supercharger earlier this week in North Carolina, we are now beginning to connect from Boston all the way down into the Mid-Atlantic and into the South. By the end of this year, we will have the West Coast completely covered from Seattle all the way down to San Diego, and then by early next year across the country, so that all of you as Tesla owners will be able to drive up and down both coasts and across the country, again, for free wherever you go. Hey! We are very excited to bring this technology to our customers, and thank you very much for your support. You are why we are here today. As many of you know, our whole goal is to catalyze the mass market for EVs so that we can get off of our dependence on foreign oil and clean the environment all at the same time. We started with the Roadster back in 2008. Then we moved on to the Model S last year. Next year, Model X. And in 3 to 4 years, our Model E based on the Gen 3 platform. And with every successive platform, we've taken about half the cost out of the vehicle while improving range. We are well on our way to our mission of providing the best EVs, showing the best performance and range at a cost that everyone can afford. Our efforts, unfortunately, have not always been smooth. We have had our detractors. However, I'm glad to report today as well, as many of you have seen, that we have reached an agreement and a settlement with the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles and the Virginia Automobile Dealers Association that allows us to apply for and receive a license to open up a store and a service center somewhere in Northern Virginia. Rest assured, we are moving very, very quickly to identify that site and hope to have that opened up by early next year. With the opening of the supercharger here, our soon-to-be open store and service center, we are showing our commitment to the Commonwealth. We're very much a company that's investing back into America, and that very much includes Virginia. We're very honored to be here, and at this time, I'd like to turn it over to a great public servant in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Senator Don McEachin.